Hey there, everybody in YouTube land. It's Wes, and I've got a guest this time. I'm in somebody else's kitchen, in case you hadn't noticed that. And this is Mark Barnes. Mark, say hi to the whole world.
Hello, whole world.
We are going to go through the process of assembling out of the bag, setting up, and testing how hard or easy it is to use the Rabaconda street bike tire changer. I'm obviously in Mark's kitchen, and we're going to do this work in Mark's garage because, oddly enough, he didn't want to have a motorcycle in his kitchen, which I know may sound strange to some people, but there's also the matter of a really steep staircase that we'd have to hustle a bike up, so that's not going to work out for us. At any rate, the folks at Rabaconda live in a country called Estonia. I'll pause while you look that up on Google Maps. Now that you know where Estonia is, you know that it's not local, at least not for us. So they sent us the kit, Mark, and you said it weighed about 35 pounds with the various adapters?
Yeah, 35, 40 pounds, I think.
So certainly portable, easy to stick on a shelf when you're not using it, in the back of your car. And can you use the street bike tire changer for dirt bikes as well, or are they separate units?
There is a different model that is really optimized for dirt bike use. But you can change most dirt bike tires on the street bike changer. The exceptions are if you have a dirt bike tire where you've got a big moose in it.
Okay. That's not going to work on this one.
It's not going to work on this one. And I suppose there may be some other exceptions. You can use this with a tubeless system.
Okay.
But it can be a little tricky, and depending on how you have your rim locks set up and everything, there may be some complications. But for the vast majority of dual sport and dirt bike wheels and tires, yes, you can use this machine.
Gotcha. And we're going to be doing tires on Mark's street bike, which is a KTM 690?
890R.
890R. And I'm going to ask Mark one more question, and then we're going to get to the business. And that is, why would something like this be useful, this Rabaconda street bike tire changer? Why do you want to change your tires yourself, or why would somebody want to do that?
One of the big issues is it costs, depending on where you get your tires changed, it might cost $25 or $50 a pop.
Yeah, even if you bring the wheel in.
Yeah, exactly. Buying the equipment to change your own tires will pay for itself pretty quickly if you're somebody who changes a fair number of tires. You know, high mileage touring riders who go through sets, maybe a couple sets of tires every season.
Yeah.
I mean, those costs add up. Or if you have multiple motorcycles and you're changing tires, if you might want to do a track day where you just throw on a set of extra sticky skins for the weekend and then you want those back off. If you have to pay somebody else to take those off, put them back on, all that, you're racking up a lot of money. And there's the convenience factor.
Right.
Because if I have to drive to the shop with my wheels and tires, or
go on the bike,
and then I have to wait on it, and then I have to drive back. Depending on how close your shop is, that can eat up a lot of time. And if you have a machine at home, you don't have to do that driving. You're not waiting on it. I mean, obviously you're spending the time to change the tire yourself, but there's also the issue of being able to buy tires online where you might have a wider selection than your dealer has, or maybe you get it at a bit of more of a discount, etc. So, you do it yourself, there are a lot of advantages. And tire changing can be a major pain.
Yeah.
Big mess, lots of sweat and cursing.
We'll find out.
Yeah, but this machine promises to make tire changing quick, simple, clean, easy, and according to the videos I've seen of people using it, seems like that's truly the case.
Yeah, the video that I saw was a little bit older, and it was like somebody who obviously has used this machine a lot, and they did it in about 3 minutes or so, very close to 3 minutes, We're not in a hurry, so we're not going to try and match that. But if somebody can change a tire in 3 minutes, that's a huge time saving over pulling the wheel, going to your dealer, waiting around, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to head down to the garage and get right on that. And we'll be back later on for a wrap up, which we'll probably do in the garage. So say goodbye to Mark's kitchen. We're down in Mark's garage and we're going to set up the machine. You can see it comes in a bag, and Mark uses that for his daily workout. It's about 35 or 40 pounds, he said, and here we're going to get to it. So enjoy. There's no 3-minute record for setting it up, is there?
No, but it is quite quick and easy to set up.
Fantastic. I'm going to stay out of your way.
Okay. They have really done a good job design-wise. So I guess I'll go through some of the stuff you get. Owner's manual. These are drop center tools that keep the tire off the shoulder of the rim while you're working on it.
Very handy.
This is an adapter that you can use if you have a BMW single-sided swing arm.
You can see nicely branded so you don't forget where it goes, and it gives you the size.
Right. And if my BMWs were in need of tires, maybe we would use that, but my BMWs are in good shape tire-wise. That's why we're changing tires on the KTM.
Right.
This won't make any sense if I tell you what this is.
Okay, we'll table that one.
Here is another adapter. This is for a very large axle hub. Here's some bead grease, some lube.
And you could very easily leave that out of the bag and drop about 2 pounds of weight.
Yes.
I know a lot of people will use just a spray bottle filled with some soapy water.
Right. A little brush for the
Said bead grease.
application of bead
Ooh,
grease.
that's nice and light.
This is a dual purpose handle, which we'll explain in a bit. This is the special magic ratcheting mechanism that really makes the tool, it's really at the heart of the tool.
Like a force multiplier kind of thing?
Well, no.
Wait and show.
Have you exercise your patience on that.
No, I'm not real good at that.
A lot of these things we'll explain as we're putting the machine together.
It doesn't look like an intimidating number of parts.
No, it's not. It's actually, again, I think the engineering is top notch. They've really made it elegantly simple and straightforward. We'll get the bag out of the way.
Not nearly as heavy, although that's a good sturdy bag. I guess it's got to have a solid bottom to,
Yes.
It's got a hard bottom to manage the weight of all the parts.
This is the sort of the central frame element. And there's this quick release lock on the pivot. We'll just deploy that.
Do you need a? Is this a one-man job?
Oh, it's a one-man job.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll just stay out of the way and make you do all the work.
This is the sort of foot for the front of the machine. And
oh yeah, look at that.
yeah. And this is just one of two quick release screws that lock things in place.
Okay.
And we'll use one of them here.
So clearly you've assembled this before.
I have.
You're not guessing.
No, although, I mean, it's not like I've practiced a bunch of times. I've done it a couple times just to...
just to do it.
Yeah, just out of curiosity. So the next part that goes on is this top piece. Again, with one of these quick release screws.
So that's going to give you some adjustability up and down.
Yes.
Once you get it started.
Yeah. We can tighten this down. We won't know exactly where this needs to be until we have our wheel in place.
Okay.
That just happened to go at a nice convenient place, but once this is tight, with just the press of a button, you can twist the lever to get it out of your way. You know, whatever's convenient.
All right.
The next part will be this center spindle. This is what is going to go through the center of the wheel hub. There are actually two sizes. This is really a more standard size, and then there is a smaller one for wheels that
Are smaller.
have smaller axles. And this just goes in hand tight here. That's another thing. I mean,
Yeah,
no tools. This does have a relief cut into it if you wanted to put a wrench on that and really torque it down, but there's not really going to be anything going on that would threaten to back that out.
Gotcha.
So this is for the moment.
Oh, that's the bead breaker.
This is the bead breaker. So it just slips into this. You can see this pivoting receptacle here, and it just goes in and twists and locks into place, and then
So that's why that needs that adjustability up and down, because different wheels are different sizes.
Right. There are two magnetic bumpers that just go
Anywhere you want.
on the frame wherever you need them to go to support the wheel by its rim, so that you've got plenty of clearance for a brake disc or a sprocket or anything like that. And
you've got a sprocket on this wheel, so we'll probably use those.
Right. Well, you'd use them anyway.
Oh, okay.
Because you're going to have to flip the wheel over, and so these magnets are incredibly powerful. It can actually, once you put that on, it's actually quite hard to get back off. But it allows you to adjust the position for whatever dimensions, you know, your wheels.
Well, and it's good it's strong because it's got to support the weight of a wheel.
Right. Yeah, without moving. There's a nice tire iron with a plastic sheath, which protects the rim. This will make more sense when you see it in use. You will never use the tire iron against the rim. The tire iron will slip over part of this special mechanism.
Okay. I'm excited to see how it works.
Yeah. So the wheel's going to go on here. This will go over it. And you'll see this handle then is going to transfer here.
Okay.
And then allow us to use
all the pieces.
Special mechanism.
So essentially, the machine is set up.
Yeah. I mean, that's it.
That was really quick.
And there are a couple more parts. This is going to go in one of these holes to keep the wheel from turning.
Okay.
It'll block the rotation of the wheel once it's in place. And in case you have a spoke wheel, a wire spoke wheel.
Right, which we do not.
Right, we don't have one of those today. You would not use that because it might
bend your spokes.
Bend your spokes. There's a strap that you would use for the same purpose. You just loop it around the rim and then under the foot of the machine, and that would hold the wheel still so that it's not rotating.
Yeah, this has the same mechanism as BMW uses on their tie-down straps when they ship a bike. So it's just a simple friction with a lever. These work really well.
Everything on this machine has very high production values. Really quality construction. And then here are a couple other adapters that will help take up any free play between the hub and the spindle.
Are we going to need one of these? Probably. Okay. Are you ready for your wheel?
I believe so.